do to break the tension?
We're live.
It's everything.
What's up, Vanguard people? It's Zach here. We're here to present today a very special event brought to you by Dynasty Cup and Team Vongola with Andrew and Juan Mango here. You guys probably both know very well. As a bit of a lead-in, this event that we're putting on together is going to be an East Coast kind of event. I think probably the lowest is Virginia, stretching all the way up to like New York. So there's going to be a lot of events planned for, I guess, starting over the summer. So shortly after our regional events here in New York, and then creeping all the way into what, like October. So there's a lot to look forward to. So I'll let you guys take it away.
All right. So, well, I think the most important thing that people should know is that the first event's going to start on June 4th.
Yes.
Which is a week after Team League.
Yes. So the first event starts on June 4th on. Do you got June 4th too?
Yes.
So we're both starting our event on June 4th. And the biggest thing about this event is that we created it because, you know, we've always had the discussions and the thing on who is the best card fighter within our area. Of course, you started Vongola to start who's the best card fighter up there. And then I started Dynasty Cup to basically know who's the best card fighter here. But now where people are like, okay, they've having discussion of like, who's the best card fighter overall? You know, we go to regionals and we do the best of one thing. And, you know, that really, it's almost really like rolling the dice and just playing rock, paper, scissors with a person.
Who can double crit who first?
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. Where, you know, there's a little bit more strategy in the sense of like 2 out of 3. You get to really think about it and put your plan together to face your opponent. But now we're getting to a point where my card fighters want to fight, your card fighters wants to fight. Pennsylvania comes into both of our tournaments, and you know, and then Pennsylvania comes in and takes some of our tournaments and stuff like that. I recently just had a team one, and North Carolina came up and was like, you know, hey, we're from North Carolina, we're putting our 2 cents in. So now we're getting to a point where more card fighters want more tournaments, and they want to compete against more people, and then to find out who is the best card fighter. So with this tournament, we're basically reaching, I'm thinking all the way down to North Carolina. We're probably gonna reach up as high as, I don't know how far you reach up in New York.
If you think upwards, it's like Scarsdale's the highest.
All right, so from there and there, and then you have all the states, all the places in between. You have Pennsylvania that always comes to both of our tournaments and you know, does their thing, which I'm, you know, I never even thought that people from Pennsylvania would show up to my tournament, but they show up and they wreck. You know, I'm not gonna say that they don't wreck, but they put the 2 cents.
They do well.
They do very well. You know, I'm surprised that Pennsylvania, you know, does their thing. But then, you know, I have my people here in it. At first, it all started as, you know, DC versus Maryland versus Virginia type of thing. But now it's getting to a point where these guys are coming together and like, hey, we don't want, you know, people from New York coming here and taking our spots. And we don't want people from Pennsylvania coming and taking our spots. So it's getting to a point where we're going to have more competition, and it's great. And this is where it starts. We're going to start with this tournament. Well, these tournaments. There's, I believe, what, 16?
Right.
Or is it?
Yeah, we're gonna have 16 invitationals. So that way, their top 2 would make it to finals, which will be in October.
Yes. So it'll be the top 32 card fighters in the East Coast. So if you get your invitation, you can just be like, all right, I got my invitation. I can wait till October. Yes.
October.
Basically see who is the best card fighters in the East Coast.
Yeah, and the thing about this is that like it's like the next step of competition. Like if you think about it, like after a year or so of doing Dynasty Cup in your area and Vongola circuit in my area, it's like, okay, now what? And we want to give the players something else to look forward to every year. And like regionals is nice and all, but it's only what's 1 day out of the year for Team League, and then 1 day for singles. So I feel like this would give players more to look forward to and like ignite more of a passion for competitive spirit.
And of course, and you know, and the big reason why I started Dynasty Cup was because, like you said, we only get 1 team league a year. So of course, let's say your deck comes out like, okay, so example, my deck Kagero comes out with something new, and I'm wrecking at locals, and I'm like, man, when is the next 6 months from now? And then by that time, your deck is obsolete. You have nothing to, you're not excited anymore, and now you have to wait, or maybe even buy a whole brand new deck or whatever's the meta at that time. You have to buy something. Where with this, you have a tournament like every 2 months or every 3 months, and you can go and compete and put your best effort with your best deck.
Yeah, and also the fact that it's so spread out means that the players can just go to, essentially, if they really want to, they can go whatever they prefer to go, wherever's closest, or if they want to like keep pushing their limits of how competitive they are, they can go to whatever, like if it's like an hour, 2 hour travel distance, they can always go to that.
Hey, I've had people from New York come all the way down to my tournament. It's a 4-hour drive. So,
yeah,
if you're competitive, you're going to want to make these tournaments. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to make these tournaments. And especially if you want to get your invitation. And the reason why we're doing invitation is because we're taking it back to, I don't know, a lot of card fighters who are still around that remember when they were doing shop qualifiers. It's almost bringing it back to the shop qualifiers where the top 2 people get an invitation, then they would move on to the next shop to then try to go to the championship. Where this, it's almost the same thing. We're going to have a shop qualifiers for different shops. You're going to go there, compete. Top 2 get an invitation. Now, first place, you would get your stipend.
Stipend.
To basically make it to Pennsylvania, because that Pennsylvania is going to be the middle ground where we're going to meet for the championship. Since New York is right there and DMV is right there. It's just a middle ground to meet.
Yeah, it's just like it's a very convenient location. It's only 2 hours for both sides, and I've heard a lot of good things about the store. And I met the owner, and he's very willing to work with us and do this circuit, which I feel is like the best part about having these stores work with us. That like they also want to join in, and they want to feel that like we're all playing a share in making this community better.
And that's the biggest thing, is making the community better, getting the competition better for you. Because, who knows from here, we get the competition better. And then, like, I remember for Dynasty Cup Buddy Fight, Justin Gee is one of the guys that, benefited from going to a lot of the Dynasty Cup because he ended up winning 2 regionals for Buddy Fight. So it's almost the same thing in Vanguard, where, this can really let you see a whole bunch of different decks, let you see what other people are trying. And, you can go to your local and see the same decks over and over again and wreck at your local same deck over and over again. But you can then go, I can get people from here to go to New York, and then they'll see total different decks that they'll never see before.
Yeah, especially like having a change of pace instead of just staying in one local with one meta game. It's also like what people want. It's like you want to play against different people. Like it's not really fun if you play against the same person all the time and you know exactly what they're gonna do. Because at that point, the fun drains, and you just want to like have something new.
So now let's talk about the prizes. So
right. Yep.
So the way we worked it is that every local, you're gonna have your prizes. So of course you're gonna have your invitationals. Plus you're gonna win credit to that card shop of whatever So if you want to buy cards from that card shop, you're gonna win credit for that card shop, so you can get more stuff from there. And then
or straight up packs or something.
Yeah, or packs or whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
And then from there, then the top 32. Oh, also for every shop winner, you're gonna get a playmat. You're gonna get a specific playmat. If you win a Vongola one, you're gonna get a specific Vongola playmat. Yeah. If you win a Dynasty Cup one, you're gonna get a specific Dynasty Cup one.
Yeah, so it's gonna be based off the playmats are gonna be based off whoever's hosting it. So Juan will be handling the down DMV. I'll be handling up here in New York, and then we split it up in Philly. So depending on who's hosting it, it's what kind of mat you're gonna win.
And then at the end of it, of course, you're gonna have the top 32. The top 8 are gonna get a special Vongola Dynasty Cup playmat. Plus, I believe you have the core case, or what is it called?
The deck.
Oh, the deck boxes. Yeah. Hold on. I can give you a sample. Be handing my deck box. Yeah, let me show you guys the Vongola deck box I've worked on creating for God knows how many hours. It's exactly like modeled like the old Bushiroad ones, only this it's slightly different. This is the old model. This one only fits this barely fits it. But my new models have exactly enough room for 70 double sleeve cards. And it comes in a variety of colors, so players can always choose whatever they want. And I feel it just makes sense. Like we should be having nice stuff, not just
Yeah,
Japan.
of course. And then on top of that, of course you're gonna get what is it? Credit towards whatever card shop you're at for the
or packs or whatever
and everything. All of that is gonna be taken care of. And then on top of that, also if you're one of the top 8 or top 4, and even first place, your deck is gonna be pushed out, and you're gonna be known as the #1 card fighter in the East Coast.
Yeah, and these tournaments won't be like small scale. They're not gonna be like 30 or lower, God forbid. These can be like 40 plus, 50 plus.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping. We're hoping that these tournaments turn out to be, you're bringing out as many people as possible. Because it's great when you go to a local, you win like against 12 people, 10 people, or 20 people. But when you go to a Vongola and you end up winning, a 50-something people tournament, or you go to a Dynasty Cup and you win at 50-something people and you grind through all day, that's something to be applauded. You know what I'm saying? That's something that is tremendous. You know what I'm saying? You built your deck, you went through every single situation, and you came out on top.
Yeah, and I feel like that just adds to the fact that there's some pride element that should be given out in these tournaments. And it's one thing to, like you said, top and locals, but in our tournaments, we want to have the most competitive atmosphere, and of course, operate at the highest efficiency.
Of course. And so we're gonna be putting out the dates. Today we don't have all the dates set, but we will be putting out the dates possibly right after regionals, since where everybody's getting ready for regionals and all of that. So also there's for people who can't go to every tournament, there's going to be live stream, I believe. So you guys can do live stream?
On our end, we can do live stream for the Dynasty Cup one. So if you do want to check in for our Dynasty Cup events, we'll definitely have probably live streams on this channel, so you can subscribe. Plugs for subscribing.
Subscribe to Zach, so you can keep up with the tournaments. But yeah, so basically, for Dynasty Cup at least, we have the live stream capability. So if you're out of state, you're able to still come in and watch the action.
Yeah, and then my side will also be doing recordings, and depending on the store and our internet connection, we'll be able to stream it just as the same method. And I mean, it really depends on. Again, depends on the store on our end, because some stores don't accommodate good Wi-Fi, if you will.
Yeah.
But we will at the very minimum record the top matches.
Awesome. And like I said, if you guys are in the chat and have any questions, post them up. We're gonna be here for a little bit, so if you have any questions about it and anything like that, but more information is gonna be coming. A lot of this stuff we're putting everything together, and we're putting all the list of all the card shop and all the dates. But just know that June 4th is when it begins. It's gonna kick off this whole tournament scene, this whole like summer clash, almost like a little civil war, because like I keep saying, these New York people think that they're like the best or whatever, and then Pennsylvania is like, oh, hey guys, we're topping at your tournaments too. But I still believe that the DMV has some of the best card fighters in the whole United States. Just saying.
I don't know, man. Like, if you think you got it, champ, then you got it, champ. But I think you got to prove it out.
Now, see who we got. So many people up in here on this side that I cannot. I'm excited for this tournament. I can't wait, because I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have probably about all 16 are probably gonna be, well, not all 16 because of course we're gonna go to Philly, but I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the people are gonna be DMV people, and they're gonna take it. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to be a cakewalk, but it's not even going to be anything. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You got to go through some pretty stiff competition over here. It's just going to, we're going to make
it fun. Adam? What do we got up there? Nobody.
Come on, you Adam, the whole Clarkson's crew. Come on.
Okay.
And my man Jason Lee. My man Jason Lee.
All right. We'll see. We will see. But like I said, I'm excited to see exactly now what will happen, especially, once the results starts coming in and the tournaments start going and we start pushing out these winners and letting them know. Also, okay, so and you go to another tournament and you top it that. Now, if you top, of course, your invitation is going to be pushed down because we need the top 32.
Right,
so
yeah.
Third place, of course, would get second, and then first place would get that. But you still get the prizes for winning it. So you still get the play mat. If you win it, again, you get a play mat and you get the packs. Yep. Okay, so if you just want to show your dominance on all the things, be like, look, I won every single one, then you go right ahead.
Yeah, they're gonna have like just like a stack of play mats.
They're just gonna have a stack of play mats, and then they'll be like, "I am the champion for real."
Just make like a
use it as like a bed.
After that, we'll just send you a cape. Your cape, and you will be the Vanguard superhero. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, oh man. But no, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. If you're on the Vongola page, we'll always be updating it. Also in the NYC group and larger groups, we'll post this continuously. The DMV has you guys have their own website for this, right?
We have a Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page for right now. We do have a Facebook page. We don't have a website anymore. We're trying to update that. And for the person who asked the questions, yes, this is single, double elimination. I mean, 2 out of 3. I'm sorry, not double elimination. 2 out of 3 singles, right? So it's not teams, it's singles. So you don't have to, if you have a couple of buddies, you don't have to be like, okay, win your games. You can go in there and win them all and take it all. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, singles.
Singles.
I don't know if Andrew lagged out there.
Oh,
his computer might have died too.
Yeah. So I think Andrew might have lagged out, or his computer might have.
But anyway, so I don't know if we've actually said the title for the event, have we?
We have not set the title. So the title basically is East Coast Circuit, right? Summer Wars.
Yeah. So Summer Wars East Coast Circuit. That's our working title right now for the event. I saw Andrew's back now.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
No worries.
But East Coast Circuit, I know on our end, our first event is June 4th, like John was saying.
Their event is June 4th too.
And I think our tournament is at Dream Wizards.
Our tournament is going to be at Dream Wizards.
And that's Rockville, Maryland, for a shout out for the first one. So if you're trying to plan ahead of time before we post the dates, first one, June 4th, Rockville, Maryland, Dream Wizards. Check it out. And I don't know if you guys have your shop already.
Yeah, our shop is going to be our very own Silk Road Cafe. It's the same place where we hosted finals for our double circuit. It's right in the smack dab in the middle of Chinatown, so it's very accessible. And nothing special, but it's something that we call our very own headquarters. Yeah.
So if you're from there,
that's gonna be.
you go up to their store, try and win there, so you can take there.
Yes. Oh, that's another thing. You don't have to just stay in Maryland. If for some reason we have one at a different date and and Vongola doesn't have one, you from New York can come down here and take your spots.
Yep.
So let's say, for an example, Adam Winters. Let's say Adam Winters strolled all the way down here to Maryland and won with another one of his friends. Him and his friends get to represent New York, but they took 2 spots from the DMV circuit.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a grab. You just grab their spots.
Same thing if it's up there. Now, let's say you won a New York one, and you came down here and won this one. Of course, you can't grab the titles. We would have to push them down. But if you haven't won up there, then you can come down here and win here. If we haven't won anything here, we can go up there and win theirs. And same things for the one that are going to be in PA. So anybody can grab them. You can be from out of state and win. Now, mind you, there's going to be an amount for the stipend that we're going to give you. There's a set amount. It's not like if you live in California, we're going to pay for you to come back here. We're not doing that. We're not at that level yet. We're not at that level yet. But once we get there, we'll try to do that. But we're not at that level yet.
Right.
So if you guys have any questions, please
You can leave them in the comments.
leave them in the comments. Anything else, really?
So dates will be coming. Well, we'll post the dates.
Yeah,
You guys have your Vongola. We have this video. We also have our Dynasty Cup webpage to follow the dates on. So if you haven't found those, it's Dynasty Cup for Facebook. So just try and
Dynasty Cup series for Facebook, and I believe Vongola.
It's just Team Vongola NYC. That's our Facebook page.
Team Vongola NYC. So make sure you follow both of us, or just like the pages so you can keep track of the dates, keep track of all the stuff that's going on. So you can participate and all of that, or even if you just want to look us up in the live stream when we're doing the tournaments.
I don't know what else. Is there anything that we missed here for these events? So it's East Coast Circuit.
East Coast Circuit
from June 4th all the way to October. The spot of our championship being in Pennsylvania is the middle ground for both of our series. We have tournament prizes for locals. There are also prizes for
the top 30.
The winner in general,
the
champion.
For the champion of the top 32.
Champion.
So again, it's like taking it back to store qualifier. So if anybody from the old days remember, you go to a store qualifier, you'd play there, and then top 2 would then get an invite to the next store. But for this, it'll be you get an invite to the top 32 in the East Coast. So it'll be a closed tournament for the top 32, only invitations only.
Yep, and we will keep track of this to ensure that there's no weird passing around. So we'll make sure that everyone is where they should be.
Make sure if you see us in New York, you can come talk to us about it. I'm hoping that we'll have flyers or something to pass out. Then we're hoping to get some sort of.
And if anything, just come up and say hi, because I believe in between rounds I'll just be hanging out with you and Zach.
Yeah. You can't really. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm just
it's hard to keep up with one.
Damn. Okay.
You'll hear him. You'll
hear me,
but you might not be able to. Find him.
You'll hear me because I'm everywhere. So again, I'm hoping to get flyers and then pass them out. And it's something that we wanted to do this for. We've actually talked about this last year, but we wanted to do this, for the longest time for you guys. Because the main thing is just get you guys competition and get you guys more tournaments. Because it just sucks having one tournament a year. One tournament a year to bring your deck when your deck is now obsolete. And you're thinking, no, I'm not going to play good with this deck. And you're not, because it happened with me. Every single time in Kagero. Did you not know I wanted to play Dauntless in New York, but I couldn't because it wasn't worth it anymore?
I don't know, man. I play Narukami. We somehow get all of our support, but our support is kind of meh. So
yeah, but the thing is, everybody gets their support at the same time, or if something else new comes out, and it's oh, what the heck? Now I gotta play this because of this. Look at this. We just had G Guardians, and it's oh, my decks were good, but now I got to deal with G Guardians, and now I got to figure the game out a little bit more again.
Yep.
But but overall, this here is still about just the East Coast Circuit and Vongola versus Dynasty Cup. And like I said, we're hoping that, we're not hoping, we possibly will take this tournament. And then, you have Pennsylvania. I keep talking about them because they keep showing up in my tournaments and they keep doing really good.
Oh, yeah, same here.
I don't know why.
They love coming out. I love it.
They really push. They're pushing numbers now. They're pushing numbers and showing up to things. And like I said, now I'm getting people from North Carolina coming up and pushing numbers and pushing tournaments. And I'm like, North Carolina, who plays out there? Apparently, they have some card fighters down there because they. I don't know their YouTube channel, but I think it was S2N or something like that. I keep forgetting their name, but.
Okay.
I remember you screwing that name up.
I screwed it up so many times. I think it was S2N. I want to say it's S2N, but I screwed up that name so many times. I'm sure they're watching. They're like, it's this name. Stop saying it wrong. But But again, do you have anything else that you want to throw out there?
Just stay tuned to our Facebook page. Stay tuned to the other groups that Cardfight NYC group and other complaint pages. We'll definitely be posting more information there.
Yeah, I think that was good. Yeah, we put out all the information. If you guys have any other questions, you can reach me at Dynasty Cup, or if you have me on Facebook or one of the things here or one of the pages, just say Juan Alcivar. You can reach me and ask a question. I'm sure you can reach Andrew and ask a question, or Zach.
Yeah, post comments. I'll relay them easily.
Yeah. So
and also,
if you guys have any question or anything, let us know.
If you guys see us at Team League next week, just come up and ask us questions. Like, we'll be happy to answer them.
Very happy to answer for them. And so I said, we can't play in our own terms, but whatever,
It's a small, it's not that big a deal.
I would wreck everybody just to let everybody know my cargoes would wreck all of you. So stop.
One, they're not supposed to know. Shut up.
All right, guys. I guess we don't want the live stream to go on too long, but stay forward. There'll definitely be updates. This isn't the last video. You'll hear from us probably a million times, so much that you'll probably be tired of us talking.
Yeah.
But there'll be videos. Stay tuned. Live streams coming at you. Dates coming in the future. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.